Former Monday mogul L.J. Collier is sure to hear his name announced at the 2019 NFL Draft. I sat down with him this morning. Tonight at 6, we'll hear his story.
It's opening day, the final opening day here at Globe Life Park. Coming up tonight at 6 o'clock, we'll hear from some of the fans and their favorite memories of this stadium.
You can dispel the rumor if this is true or not. You were quite the prankster.
Well, I don't know how this gets out.
It's game day. The Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams kicking off tonight here at Aloha Stadium, a stadium that opened back in 1975 and has seen some Dallas Cowboys greats over the years. On November 21st, 1946, a newspaper man was born. No one knew it at the time, but baby Nicky Golson would one day help thousands wake up every morning. Sometimes you agreed with his columns, sometimes not, but he always made you think. Over the years, he was accused of playing favorites. Not so. But he did take pride in being a graduate of Wichita Falls High School, and his smile was a bit bigger when the Coyotes won on Friday nights. He also took pride in seeing Midwestern State basketball achieve success. Until chemotherapy treatment sidelined Nick in 2012, he had attended 89 straight playoff games over 32 seasons. His chair at the 2012 Lone Star Conference Tournament sat empty. But he was back in his familiar seat when the Mustangs returned to D.L. Ligon Coliseum, where MSU earned a regional title. And Nick experienced one of the highlights of his career, participating in the post-game net-cutting ceremony.
Oh man, that was amazing. I mean, that was Hag's idea, and the love that's been shown by all the people at Midwestern. Dr. Rogers a while ago offered to buy my ticket to the Elite Eight, but I start chemo Monday, and I got chemo Monday and Wednesday, so I had to say no, and boy, it's hard to say no when you get an offer like that, but that's pretty cool. But to stand up there and be a part of this team, I mean, it's more fun than working. I may just start going to games and not working anymore, but I mean, this is amazing what he's done. What this team's done, it's just unbelievable. My alma mater is fun.
In his later years, he's covered the Olympics, the World Series, and of course was a regular on Sundays at Cowboys games. Nick was passionate about being at games and then sharing his perspective with readers the next morning, with words understood by the common man. I've been lucky enough to share hotel rooms with him and see him at work, approaching deadlines but not willing to sacrifice thoughts or facts for his story. One sport he didn't care much for, soccer. The U.S. women's national team, and more so his grandson, Nicholas, changed his opinion. Nick often shared stories of looking forward to his grandson's next game. 41 years of sharing stories. Talented enough, he could have worked for any publication in the country, but proud enough to call the Times Record News his employer since 1972 and Wichita Falls his home. Nick Golson, a husband, father, and grandpa, a sports fan, a newspaper man who now has the best seat for any game he wants to watch. For the 6th time in 10 years, the Electra Tigers have a new head coach manning the sidelines, and this time they may have hired a long-term leader. Ryan Quillen graduated from Electra in 2000. His love for the Tigers runs deep. After graduating from Midwestern State, he returned to his hometown, where he's coached the past 14 years.
Being with Coach Quillen since I was in 7th grade, me and him have formed a good connection, so it's really awesome to be able to have him be the head coach of me. And I've never seen someone with as much Tiger pride as Coach Quillen. He's never left. Born and raised in Electra, been here all his life, so I think just having that much pride on the field really helps with team morale.
So it's nice to have somebody that wants to be here. You know, Electra, born and raised, is a Tiger, true by heart, bleeds red, you know, so it's good to have somebody that's here and that's fired up to be here and trying to build a good program.
Despite all the coaching changes, the Tigers have been somewhat successful, making the playoffs in 7 of the past 8 years, averaging 6 wins a season over that span. And this spring, the Tigers qualified for the state 7-on-7 tournament.
I think it helped the coaches see that we can also pass too. So we're going to throw in some passing plays this year, I think.
Just getting down there and playing all those extra games, and we've had kids that didn't get a lot of playing time last year, and they had that experience, and they gave us confidence that we can do something special this season.
Quillen's top priority will be doing something special on defense, shoring up a squad which allowed 35.5 points a game last season.
As a defense coordinator, that's on me. And you don't ever like to make excuses, but we had some injuries last year. Caldwell didn't play. We had our leading tackler from the year before, Andrew DeLizio, got hurt. And so we were young. We had several sophomores that played for us. And so we're looking for those kids to take the next step. They're juniors now. Noah comes back.
The 6'6", 220-pound senior Noah Caldwell will make a difference on both sides of the ball. He's fully recovered from the ACL injury which sidelined him last season.
His height, his strength, he's fast for his size, and he's just athletic all around.
I had to overcome, well, first of all, my physical things, so my ACL, rehab, recovery, stuff like that. And then it was a lot of mental things, standing on the sidelines and having to watch, good and bad things and just not being able to participate. So it was a mental struggle as long as a physical struggle.
And now it's a struggle for opponents like Windthorst, Archer City, and Petrolia to find a way to limit one of Texoma's top talents. With your preview of the Electra Tigers, Tobin Mcduff, KFDX 3 Sports.
Oski! 5 push-ups.
Let it be summertime.
Woo! Summertime is over, Tobin. It's football season. I'm talking about big plays, big hits, highlights, and scores. Football season, baby. Get that beach ball out of here!
Oh, hey, a beach ball.
Dr. Pepper Friday Night Football Show with Tobin Mcduff and Abby Lauren.